Well, I hope you can see this. I guess I'll just use my finger. And what I did to try to draw this, to figure out how to make sense of it, was I established a line right down through the straight line, and I laid stuff out from it. That's in the center of the door into the kitchen. And this is straight, this is a wider door, although this is collapsed. I just made an approximation of the wall thicknesses. One of the things that happened here is these numbers are metric. And this mill comes from before the metric system. So when it was built, they weren't using metric, they were using some other number. This 110, 1 meter 10 centimeters, it seems to be a standard. I don't know if you can see that over there. It seems to be some kind of a standard, but I don't know. All right, let's see. Let me go from left to right here. The parking is at north 42 degrees, 57.435 minutes. West 8 degrees, 18.114 minutes. Amaral is the town. You can find it. This is for Google Earth. Gonzar, that's where the church is. We did get the coordinates, but didn't keep them. And if you study it, you can figure it out. You can see a parking space near it. That's kind of remarkable. So then you'll know you found a church. About 50 meters away, there is that narrow wall. I'm just saying it, which I showed on the blackboard, that goes up to meet this road coming down all the way from the river. There is a low wall, which I think was just a divider. Seems to have been a gate right here. This, I think, was for water. That's my guess. All right, now this is the stream. I hope you can see this. These, let's see. I guess I didn't write that dimension in there. I should have written that dimension in there. Oh, what was it? I can almost remember it. But anyway, that building, this is what's left of it. Boy, I'm sorry I didn't write that dimension in there. The gap. This is the difference between that wall and the center of what seems to be a window. I mean, you could put a scale on this and get it right, because I did do this to scale, even though I didn't write it in. There's the bridge. Didn't measure the width of the bridge. The width between that building and this building is 4 meters 20 centimeters, and that seems to have been passage like that I've suggested, and this seemed to be an area. I'm not sure about the orientation of these two buildings. Not quite sure. Here's the standing stone that I talked about. And the coordinates for this level spot, which I have now come to suspect is where a building was that's now gone, is north 42 degrees, 57.157 minutes, west 8 degrees, 17.796 minutes. There are double arches here. The water goes underneath these wheels, underneath a stone floor. It's exposed here. It goes underneath this, and all that effort to put it underneath a stone floor is part of what makes me think that this must have been a building of some kind, or roofed. All right, let's see. I hope you can read these. These dimensions are inside. We didn't measure the outside because it was just too rough. I figured we got to work from the inside. I'm just kind of hoping you can read them. If not, I'll go back online and tell you more. This distance was 10 meters. That seemed like that was pretty regular. I want to think that this was 9 meters from there to there. All right, let me move on over. This, I'm told, was the toilet. I called it a chimney, but I'm told it was a toilet from the upstairs down into the animal pens. These seem to be 5 pens. This one with the feeding trough, I suspect, might have been for a cow if it had a calf. I thought maybe pigs, maybe, I don't know. Maybe this is big enough, it could have been for 2 cows. Sheep, goats, I don't know. And no evidence of chickens. There's the well that goes down into the double arches. This center of the crane post, these wheels would be, these would be back a little bit. I don't think that's quite right. and there were stairs that came from the milling floor, which is stone. They came up into this kitchen, I call it, and then there's stairs that went on up into the second floor here, but you could also turn and go up to the second floor here. There's the hood for the chimney. Here's the imagined bake oven, which I've not seen, but I do believe is there. I'm hoping you can read these, my numbers. The inside of the kitchen, inside dimensions, 5 meters 08. And this number, 6 meters 6'5". That's inside the milling floor, and that's also this dimension. So it seems like this was laid out square. And then going on, 25 meters about would then take you to the turnout. This is the head race, and another it's 0.60 wide, and then another 13 meters would take you to where the water started. And I think I maybe gave you that already. North 42 degrees 57.115 minutes. West 8 degrees 17.787 minutes. This I'm fairly confident of. Cats are fighting. And this I'm fairly confident of. And the parking I'm confident of. But the other dimensions were just too hard to get. Well, I'll do an elevation. I'll do several. I'll try to do one this way. I'll try to do one this way, and I'll try to do one this way. I'm not sure about the lining up of these walls. They might have lined up. And I don't understand that standing stone. It's just there. But my best guess now, though, is that there is a building that was one, or a roof on posts with 2 stories with a loft. There are the spots where the timbers were set in. That was here, and that the grain and to be ground and the resulting flour went in through this window to the milling floor. That's my guess. All right. Well, let me go past. Let me have you see this one more time to the best I can. And then because there are a couple of architects that I think may actually try to begin to make this a sensible drawing. It would have been nice to have this and then just fill in the blanks for the dimension we needed. Alright, there's my best effort so far. I'll be back with this in a day or two. Bye-bye.